Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today is Shakespeare's birthday observed, also his death day. But anyway, so I'm doing some videos that are going to be playing with that fact. So the first one I'm doing is you're going to pick a bard, any bard. I've got 3 cards down from the Dreamer's Journal Tarot. And on each of them I've put a representation of the bard. So do you want just to feel into them and see which one of these that you would like to get a reading from? These are going to be telling you what's around you right now in the Mythic Realms. When I was sort of planning this one, I was thinking, oh well, like I could say, what are your dreams telling you lately? But nobody can tell you what your dreams mean but you. So that's not something I wanted to step on. So what's going on around you in the Mythic Realms right now? So that's not just your sleep dreams, that's just like all around you in the Mythic Realms that are going on all the time, that sometimes you pick up dreams from. So anyway, so we have 3 cards and 3 bards, so pick a bard. We have the one of the famous paintings of him on card number 1. We have a medallion of one of his famous representations on card number 2. And we have a pin of the same famous representation on card number 3. So feel into the cards which one of them has a message for you about what's going on around you in the Mythic Realms at the moment. And I'm going to put the timestamps in the description, and I will see you there. Bye! Hello, bard number 1 people. So I am going to start with putting the bard over here. And then I'm going to turn the card. If it's upside down, I'm going to turn it right side up because we're not doing reversals. And we're going to see what's going on around you in the Mythic Realms today. Whenever you see this, it's a general reading. So whenever you find this, even if it's not on Shakespeare's birthday, as today is, it's going to be sort of speaking to you about what's going on around you in the Mythic Realms. So let's have a look. So we have 7 of Cups. So there's a lot going on around you in the Mythic Realms right now. And it's sort of, each one of them is like sort of a doorway that you're sort of considering going through, which is very exciting. So let's throw down some Willow Runes and see some clarification on this message. Let's see. Okay, bard number 1 people. So your central issue is Algi's reversed. Now Algi's is the rune of protection and support. You're sort of feeling like you're out on your own, and this is it's reversed, so that's why I'm saying it's you. You're out on your own, and maybe this is for the first time, or maybe for the first time in a long time, you're feeling like you're out on your own, you're making your own decisions for yourself, and it's very exciting, and so you're like, the world is open to you. What are you going to go for? There's so many choices. So leading up to this, you've been very patient because you've been waiting for this moment where you can actually do that, where you can actually see what's around you and make your choices. And so that's very exciting. So here you are, you're stepping out, you're on your own, in terms of, you're not necessarily on your own, but you're basically finally able to make some choices for yourself that you've been waiting to do. So what's going to help you is tap into spirit. Again, this is what's going on around you in the Mythic Realms, and this is probably going to show up in your dreams as well, sometimes, possibly. And so just basically focus on spirit, focus on whatever spirit is for you, and letting that carry you forward. Also movement, because Avaz, which is the horse rune, has to do with movement as well. Oh, sorry, Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree, which has to do with patience, slow growth, slow development. So you've been waiting, and you get to this point where Algi's reversed, you are able to finally step out on your own and start making choices for yourself. And what's going to help you is focus on spirit. Focus on spirit, let spirit lead. What isn't going to help is there's so much choice. There's so much choice right now that you could feel overwhelmed. You might feel like there's too much. I can't possibly choose. I'm overwhelmed. Can I do a bit of everything? I don't know. Maybe I should. And what this thing is like, lack of focus is going to not help you, because if you're trying to do everything at once, that's going to sort of, it's going to drag you down. So basically, bring yourself back up to letting spirit lead and let spirit choose for you. Basically, I'm going to throw down a few more. Okay. So your next step when you let spirit lead is going to be, you're going to find out something about yourself, and that's actually going to really help you make your decision here. So this is Peritho reversed. Peritho's the lot box, and the lot box has to do with surprises, but surprises that were always there, and fate and luck and all that good stuff. And reversed, especially on the path line, it has to do with finding out something about yourself that's going to surprise you. And this is what's come from following, like, letting spirit lead. So you're going to find out something about yourself that's going to help you decide, and what's going to then help you the most at that step is making that decision. You're going to know this, and this is going to basically eliminate all but one of these, and you're going to go, okay, that's what I'm going to do, and sort of like make it formal, like make a formal decision about what you're going to do. I mean, this doesn't mean you can't do any of the other things ever in your life. It just means that right now what you're going to focus on is this one thing, and spirit has helped you decide. So you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to make this decision. This is something I'm going to make an agreement with myself on. Gebo, it's a gift. It has to do with exchange. So it also has to do with agreements, decisions, and goals. And so you're really going to be, okay, now I know what I'm going to be doing. What isn't going to help is you're going to be tempted to try to like weave all of the other things into this. If that happens, great. Like if you can do that, that's fantastic, but don't try to do it. Like, don't force things into this, because pretty much each of these things is a whole world in itself. So if you're stalling yourself by going, and what if I can sort of fit this in as well, like, that's not going to work. Ingvaz, active creation, that's actually not going to help you at this point in terms of trying to weave all of this together. Go with what your spirit led you to and what you found out about yourself that sort of clinched it. So make that decision, make it formal. Say, okay, for the next however long this takes, I'm doing this thing. I'm going with this. This is my choice. And what it's going to lead you to is you're going to be able to step out of your comfort zone, which is very exciting. You're going to really feel the benefits of having your internalized home, sort of being able to have yourself as your home internally, be able to return to that, because you're out you're on new ground. You've stepped through the door. So stepping out of your comfort zone, and that's really exciting. So this is sort of the mythic quest you're currently on, and that's super, super exciting. So that is your reading, Bard number 1, people. I wish you a happy Shakespeare's birthday, although this might be quite a bit after that when you watch this. But whenever you see this, have a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Bard number 2, people. So, let's move this over here, this beautiful medallion, and see what your reading is going to be. So, message, what's in the Mythic Realms around you for Bard number 2, people? Let's turn this over. If it's upside down, I'll turn it back up, right side up. It is fine. 4 of Cups. So, you're sort of right now feeling a bit dissatisfied with what's in front of you, but something is coming that's going to be presented to you that's going to be a surprise, and it's going to be like, that's what I was waiting for. It's this extra thing. It's this new thing that is going to come to you and revitalize your life. So let's get the Willow Runes for some clarification. Oh, that's neat. We saw that one in the last reading, so let's see what other runes want to come out for this. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And let's go with that. Okay, so right now you're in a situation where you really want to shape what's going on around you. You're sort of, I'll get to the, actually, you know what, I'm going to start with the leading up. You're sort of really dissatisfied with the people around you. Not that you don't like them, but in terms of like, I'm not going anywhere with this. Like, it's sort of like, I want to say same old, but it's like I want to do something that isn't something I've done 100,000 times. And so we have Manas reversed. So Manas is the rune of humanity, and it is reversed, and it's on the path line. So you're sort of coming from, I just want to shut the door for a minute and just sort of see what I can do to make life a little bit more exciting for myself, because I feel like we've done this before, and I'm sitting under this tree, and it's like, what else is there? Is there more to this? Is there more going on And so that's sort of what's circling you right now in the Mythic Realms. Just there's sort of this feeling of, I want to make something more out of what I have than I have been. So then we have Ingbaz, which is active creation. So you're like, you're really focused on that, but like, but what? And so this inspiration sort of thing is going to come, and that's what sort of this is. It's like this inspiration moment of, you know, everything, but then all of a sudden, and this, it's like, oh, that's exciting. So what's going to help you with this is that you actually are feeling very supported in this. It's not you alone. Like, you haven't shut out everybody, but it's sort of like something new has come along, and then it's like you have support in this. You have support in what you want to make out of what you have with this. So it's very exciting. That's coming in. What isn't going to help you is it might feel like overwhelming that you get it and then it's like, no, it's mine, and then you can't handle it because it's, you don't have the support because you've taken it and it's just you. So sorry, Daga's breaking of the day. So this broke on your day, and now you want to own it, which you do, but that doesn't mean that you can't have support with it. And this particular thing, it looks like it's going to be something that's going to be more rich if you can accept the support that you have to help it be. So what this is going to lead you to is a sort of a cooperation. So we have Gabo, which is the rune of the gift. It also has to do with one-on-one relationships. It also has to do with an exchange, agreements, decisions, and goals. So it seems to me that with this support that you have, you're sort of going to have an agreement. You're going to come to an agreement. You're going to have sort of set a goal. Get this exchange going on. There's going to be an exchange going on that's going to be very exciting. And what's going to help you with that is, this is very strong. This is very strong. This is very strong. So your support is strong. You are strong. Altogether, everything is strong. 4 is a very strong number. It's very grounded. It's very stable. So this sort of, it was sort of like, I mean, 3 is great, but 4 is like a stability kind of thing. So that's what sort of what was missing. And so with the support that you're getting and with the strength that you all bring to this, this is a very exciting agreement that you're going to be coming to. What isn't going to help is it's out of your comfort zone. You had the 3, and you were really comfortable with that, and maybe too comfortable, which is why you sort of felt stagnant. And that's why you sort of were turning away from it and going, okay, what else? And then this other thing happened. So it's going to be out of your comfort zone, at least to start with, while you build your new comfort zone with this. But it is very stable. Just remember, even if you feel out of your comfort zone, you're still, what you're doing is very stabilized. It's very, very strong and stable. So it's a good agreement. It's a good potential for exchange and interplay and all that good stuff. And it's something that can go forward. And the reason I say that is, what this leads to is we have Ivaz. Ivaz is the rune of the yew tree. It has to do with patience, slow growth, slow development. And it looks like whatever this is going to be something you can build on going forward for quite some time. You can actually see the path extending out in front of you, and it's very, very exciting. And so this is something that you can do together for a while. And it's like, that's my next little while sorted out. There's my work cut out for me. So that's very exciting, Bard number 2 people. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, Bard number 3 people. Okay, I'm going to move this Bard over here, and I'm going to turn the card. And if the card's upside down, I'm going to turn it back, because we're not doing reversals. So there we are, Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so what's circling you around you right now is a lot of abundance and a lot of feeling of potential of abundance, but very grounded, like very earthy and grounded abundance. So great potential for that. Possibly even like, and this could be figurative pregnancy of some kind. But it's very, very grounded, very grounded. It's not the Empress, so it's not like, oh, and pregnancy. But in terms of just like all the earthy abundance kind of stuff that's coming in, like earthy goods, the earthy goodness of earthiness. So that's sort of what's surrounding you in the Mythic Realms at the moment. So let's get some runes out from, oh nice, from the Willow Runes. And let's see what clarification they can give on this message from the Mythic Realms. Okay, we'll start with that. There's Gabo again. Gabo's shown up in all of these readings today. So our central issue is Sovilo. Sovilo is the rune of the sun, and it has to do with source energy and tapping into your source energy. Of course, the sun nourishes the growing things on the earth, so that works really well. Leading up to this, you've been in a sort of home situation where it's been a sanctuary, it's been, you know, home, and it's been grounded, and it's been good, but now you're sort of stepping out into the sun, and you're wanting to sort of make the most of these riches that are coming up, which is very, very exciting. What will help you is you have great inner strength. We have Uruz reversed. Uruz is the rune, Othala, rune of the home and the homeland. Uruz reversed. Uruz is the rune of the wild ox, the aurochs, and reversed it has to do with inner. So it's basically strength and health, and reversed in what's helping you is inner strength, inner health. It's just basically you are very strong inwardly, and you're coming out into this, and you're sort of really, you're going to be strong out there. It's going to be very good. What isn't going to help is I'm going to read this a couple ways. We have Laguz reversed. Laguz is the rune of the lake. It's all the watery stuff, so it's emotion, intuition, and heart. Two things. One, it's like you've been almost stagnant for a while, and so your feelings are going to start to come back once the sun hits you. And some of these won't be pleasant feelings. Some of them will be overwhelming, and some of them will be negative feelings, and some of them will be, you know, a bit upheaval-y. And or you may have moments where you're going to step out and you're going to be like, okay, I'm in the sun, I'm going to do stuff, I'm going to bring stuff in, I'm going to harvest the riches, and you're not going to feel anything, and you're going to be like, I should be feeling. I want to dig my fingers into the earth and feel, and maybe it's not happening, and maybe this is going to worry you. So either extreme of those, just bring yourself back up to remembering you are very strong inwardly, and this is something that the sun is going to help. These are going to help each other, basically. You are inwardly strong, so you'll be able to take in the nourishment of the sun that is bringing you the source energy. You're going to be able to take that in and help do all that. But also, the aurochs is a solar type animal, so it basically also gets nourished by the sun. So let's throw some more down before I talk about the next rune, because that rune's been in all of the readings today so far today. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So your next step after you've gone out into the sun and you're like, okay, let's get some of that solar energy to nourish me again so I can start taking in this abundance. We have Gabo. Gabo's the rune of the gift. It also has to do with, it's basically gifts in the ancient Norse was always an exchange. So it's an exchange, agreements, decisions, goals, possibly one-on-one relationships, but I'm basically seeing, okay, now that we're out here, what do we want to do? So making a plan. You're basically making a plan of collecting this abundance sort of around you, sort of that state, that sense of it, once you get out into the sun. What's going to help you is be open. We have the blank rune, recent edition, but it's helpful. Sort of just be open, maybe even trust to the divine, whatever the divine is for you, in terms of what you want to do and where you want to go with this. And just sort of be open to this, because maybe when you stepped out, you had a different plan, and now that you're out, you're like, I got to make a new plan. Be open. Like, let it inform you. Let whatever your version of the divine is inform you on making this plan of how to collect the riches. And what won't help is trying to force it into a box of what oh, well, I want this to be my plan, and then making that happen, when in fact, if you were open, you would have an even better plan that would make things even better for you. We have Ingvaz, which is the rune of active creation. It's in the lower line. It's what isn't helping you. So don't go out with a preconceived idea of what you're going to do once you're out there. Get out there and let that inform you. So be open to that, and then you'll be able to build a plan based on that. And what this is going to ultimately lead you to is just picking up your sword and getting on with things. This becomes your new duty and responsibility to be out there and harvest what you need from... The harvest rune isn't here, but it's sort of the Queen of Pentacles. It's like the practical stuff that you're going to be getting from the earthiness. We have Tivaz. Tivaz is Tyr's rune. Tyr is the warrior god, and he has to do with duty and responsibility and sometimes sacrifice, but mostly I'm seeing duty and responsibility, and also just picking up, doing what needs to be done, and that will be you. So this is sort of what's around you right now in the Mythic Realms, and that's your reading, Bard number 3 people. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.